globally for Sound of Devil, are you? Okay then, so this is my first test with the Nokta and Anfibio, as promised. Okay, so this, my settings are going to be right there. Right now, what I'm going to use for this video, this is going to be the 3-tone one. The conditions are misty, foggy, very, very damp. So 3 hours, 3 tones. Let's see what I can get. So here we go, this is my first ever signal with the Anfibio. I found a 2-dimensional lead bullet. This is weird. Look at this, right? So there you go, it looks like a typical lead bullet. Until you turn it on the side, thing's 2-dimensional, man. How did that happen? Its impact couldn't have been at the front, and it couldn't have been at the side to make, I don't know, answers on the postcard please on that one. Anyway, my first target, and it is a curious one. Second target is just a piece of, I don't know how to pronounce that or spell it, but it's definitely one of them. I think that might be like a little rove or something. I think so, yeah, I think so. I think it's the nail through it. And there's a musket ball there, and she absolutely pinged. Of course, she did ping. Really, really came through nice and clear, that did. Yeah, probably didn't know the reason why is because it's only about 1 inch down, but yeah, that was good. Nice buckle there. Probably can't hear that through the headphones. But God, that really, really whistled. Nice target. 5 inches down. Not bad. And that's another absolute pinger. Down at what? I'd say that's about 4 or 5 inches. Absolute pinger. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like that, you know? One of those really, really high ones. And it is, of course, a coin. So get her out. I can't see anything obvious. Yes, I can. It's right around the side, isn't there? Oh, wow. Oh, man, that's an old one. Okay, let's do a quick clean up. Yeah, alas, the writing around the side was pretty much the only predominant feature on this coin of absolute nothingness, as you can see there. Focus, you fool. Focus, come on, man. There you go. Yes, alas, but still, nice to know that those tones really do ping out like that when you go over a coin. And a wonderfully shapen piece of shrapnel there, that got me, that did, because it did look like it was perhaps a nice brooch or something, but I think it's just coincidentally it's just blown up into that, or been hit by the plough to that particular shape. There you go, another bit of shrapnel there. 4 inches, I'd say. Right there, they've got myself a coin of nothingness there. Coin of nothingness, but however, I think it's probably an old George actually. Good, 4 or 5 inches down, I'd say there. Not a bad depth really, and it did ring up quite nicely actually. Is there any markings on that? No, I don't think. I think it's just a way that it's degraded, unfortunately. Oh, maybe no, there is a head there, isn't there? I think it's probably an old George II or something. Not too sure. I've missed the target, and I've gone down to some depth, as you can see there. I am we're down. I've missed it, and it's in the side wall. Interestingly, it's in the side wall on its side. See that? Pretty sure it's a coin or button of nothingness from here, but it's on its side. And it picked that up, you know. It did pick that up. That's a button, yeah, okay, so it's a 4-hole button. But it picked it up on its side like that. So what are we looking there? Let's just put it back there. Where's the green? And there you can still see the green. There you go. Okay, so actually we're looking at what? 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches down, but again on its side. Pinging signal, very interesting. Well, that was interesting. That hole there that Matthew and I have just dug our lives into came up a thing. Good target here on the Anfibio, and I do believe your Nokta impact over there, Matthew, said silver.
It's 90 odd, yeah.
You liars! Okay, that's a bit better. This pretty much on the surface. I'd say about half an inch down. Coming at a mid-tone, around about 55. Really, really potent, strong tone. I think it's probably a military badge of some sort. And I'm just going to give it a quick clean up. 1 second. Yes, indeed, it is. I think it's probably a military badge. Might have been gold gilded at some point as well, as you can see there. Still a find. Very happy. Well, that tricked me for a second. Lying on the surface, I went over it with the Anfibio and it gave me a low, high, medium signal, so it wasn't very clear. I thought, oh good lord, what is that, man? And anyway, I just scuffed the dead hay and this popped out. There you go, just a little eyes only finder, a little button sitting on the surface. Hello! Yes, is a button indeed. And unfortunately a piece of shrapnel there at, I don't know, about 5 inches that was. Aye. And a teeny weeny little button there. Very small actually, but then again it was only a couple of inches down. And a button of full wholeness. Alas, alas. Could have easily been a coin, but unfortunately on this occasion it was not. So there you go. This video will continue for you guys to roll on into another hunt to give it more time. It's so chatty. It's such a chatty machine. So you've got to pull the gain down. I had to pull the gain down quite a lot until it finally got stable, and even then it went over certain areas and she just wouldn't shut up. Hey, it's the next day and it's blue skies shining on me. It's lovely, isn't it? It's completely different to yesterday, very much so. So it's drier, it's colder, the fog kind of insulates almost the low cloud, and it's just a nicer day. Another 3 hours, same settings as before, 3-tone. Let's go see how she does. Right, first target, and we are continuing our shrapnel theme from yesterday, unfortunately. And a 303 bullet at a couple of inches. And the end of a 303 case. Okay, there's a coin of nothingness there. Now it's about 5 or 6 inches down. Not bad depth, really pinged as well. Now a musket ball, down at about 3 inches there, not bad, not bad. Right, this is frustrating. I got a really good signal, dug the signal, and then the signal basically just disappeared and it's absolutely nowhere. We checked everywhere. I don't think it was a signal in the first place. I think it must have been falsing or something. That's kind of frustrating. Okay, that's a really good tone. You can't hear it though, can you? Because of the, I've got the headphones on, obviously. I normally don't use headphones. But it is great. Oh, it's a button, I can see. It's a 4-hole button, unfortunately. 2-hole button even, of the modern variety. Still found it though. Okay, let's do a little livey on this one. Where are you, pal? Oh, it's already come out. So it is here. What be? Oh, hello. Oh, it's a button. Pewter. Thought it might be a hammered there, but no, alas. But again, still a find. A couple of inches down. And your obligatory lump of tin foil. Okay, just away from that signal. Literally sitting on the surface. It looked like a hammered. I think it is a hammered. I think it's a love token. Hammered. Ah, it is. I turned it into a love token. Ah, dang. Oh well, still pretty cool. I can still see wording on it. It's not very. He didn't love her very much, did he? Or the other way around. Yeah, love token. Hammered love token. Oh! Actually, no, I take that back. I don't think it is a love token. I think, like, as Matt just pointed out, it's just a very worn and tired hammered coin. All right, okay. A little bit more positive now. All right, so I'm with Matt, and I just filmed this. He's using the, what are you using? What is that?
Racer 2.
Racer 2. Right next to my target, coming in exactly the same as my hammered there. Coming in exactly the same. Right. Oh, come on! Right, I've been digging this target forever. It's been about 20 minutes now. Show them how deep it is, Matt. Put your pointer in, or my pointer in there. I think they can see it's about 1.5 foot. This is this target. Out of the way, buddy. 1 second. Cheers, man. You got to dig that. We can't find it. We just can't find it. Oh. No, nothing, man.
I just got it out then.
It must be out. Where did you put all your spoil? Where? This side? Well, great. Now we've got no signal at all. That's good, isn't it? Spending 25 minutes on a hole that there's no... I don't know, man. I think it's the machine just doesn't know what it's doing with its life, rather than there being something down there that we're missing.
Got a whole lot of nothing. God damn it.
God damn it, Leroy!
Hello? Where are you?
Australia!
Can I have my cold now, please?
Right, okay, so last hour we're going to do on ploughed again. We're going to come off of the pasture and go on ploughed. And that will take me to 6 hours and I'll be able to make my conclusion. Straight in with a 303. God, they do ping, but to be fair, they do on pretty much all metal detectors. Another coin there, look. About an inch down. But alas, yes again, it is a rather weathered coin of nothingness. But, you know, these could have been anything. Any of these coins, if I had the luck today and I walked over like a gold or silver, I would have found it, you know. Just a nut there, look. Oh, and the sun is going down and it is getting cold, bleepers. Whoa! That's just a broken part of a buckle, I do believe. Okay, it's now in my hand here. Must be, wherever it is teeny. Oh, is that it? Oh. Yeah, that's it. It's just a bit of ripped up copper, my friends. Yeah. And I've got ourselves another coin there, down at just a couple of inches. I believe it's probably a coin of nothingness. 1 second, guys. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about that one. It's old though, isn't it? I mean, it's not perfectly circular at all. Very interesting, that is. And just a bit of old foily alley type stuff. Okay then, just a round disc with a hole in, maybe an old button, I'm not too sure. Right, we're done. I'm now going to conclude this video. It got cold really quickly. Wow, it got cold. Okay, let's do a little roundup then of the ANFIBIO 3 tones mode. Firstly, I just want to mention as to why I'm doing this and why I'm doing it so thoroughly and why I'm going through all of the modes. And it's basically because I'm trying to avoid new machine hyperactivity syndrome. That's something that I've just made up. That being a new machine is released, everyone's like, it's amazing, it shoots lasers from its eyes. Pew, 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 pew. Then a couple of months later, you see them being sold on eBay. Also, I'm a cash-strapped consumer like yourselves. And again, this video isn't endorsed or sponsored by anybody. So I can come at it objectively. I can tell you the truth. I did 6 hours filming, but I'd already used it before to get used to the machine. So I've got a good number of hours under my belt in that particular setting. Just a couple of factors just to be aware of. The land that I did this test on was well worked. It's where I got the data from. We've been working this every single week. So you've got a 30-30, a Deus, a Explorer, a Racer, a C-Scope, 6MX. We've just been really hitting this field. But also on the other side of that, the hammered coin that was found in this video, we knew that there were hammers around the area because I found one and Matt found one a couple of weeks ago. That video will be coming soon, but that was with the Gold Max Power. So we kind of knew that they were there, so I didn't randomly just find a hammered coin. And we've also got to consider the most important thing about metal detecting. It's sometimes the most overlooked thing about metal detecting, and that's obviously the luck factor. We can have all of the greatest machines with all of the settings in the world, but it fundamentally means nothing if we don't walk over an object. And that takes me on to my first point. This machine is very capable in 3-tone mode. You have those 3 tones. I would like to say it simplifies things for you, but it can be very chatty and the tones can become confused together sometimes. But that was remedied quite easily and quite quickly by just taking the gain down slightly. That being said, with that in that 6-hour hunt, I would expect to find that amount of stuff with any other machine that I would use. in that mid-range section. And with that comes some pros and cons. One of the cons is why I don't understand why we were getting ghost phantom targets. We had 2 ghost phantom targets, and it was quite frustrating. But that's probably something that I need to look at myself. Perhaps if I get a signal and I can't find a signal, maybe move to another mode or come down in the discrim or something like that. Maybe investigate a little bit on the machine rather than keep on digging to Australia. But to counter that, let's say the chattiness and let's say the phantom signal, for example, to counter that, some of the items that I was finding were at a really good depth, but the thing that impressed me most was the button on its side. It was a slant like that, about 4 inches or something like that. I can't remember, but that was impressive. A lot of machines struggle with items that are on their sides because obviously you don't have the mass that you would have if it was on its front, you know, so it's turned. And that was really, really good. I was really, really happy about that, and I was generally happy about the depth it was getting on all the other items that I found. I'm a very toned-based person. The ID targets, I'm not really a fan of screens that give you information. And to be fair, the leaflet, the booklet, the instruction manual tells you that these are just a approximation. That don't rely on what's coming up on the screen. It says that very, very clearly. And rightly so as well, because you get all sorts. As Matt said, it's like bingo. Sometimes it just goes through all of the numbers and then all the way back down again. My advice would be to, just kind of train your ear to the machine tone-wise more than you would rely on numbers on a screen. Obviously, there's going to be some circumstances where those numbers will be absolutely spot on, but again, I think it's more important to train your ear. Even with that slightly more heavier coil, I didn't feel tired at all. It's a really nice machine to swing actually, and it's very, very well balanced. A frequency shift problem with Matthew's Racer 2, I believe, and was easily remedied just by literally just shifting through the frequencies. So there you go, in a nutshell, 3-tone mode. It's what I'd expect it to do basically. It wasn't anything amazing, and it certainly wasn't anything awful. So the next video is going to be exactly the same test in deep mode, which I'm actually really, really excited about because I did that air test, didn't I? Anyway, thank you for watching, my friends. I'll see you in the next video.